Hey everyone, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora, and on today's video we are playing some Palia. So maybe you're new to Palia and you just finally started your adventure, but of course your house situation needs a little bit of upgrading. Today's video is going to cover a ton of decorating, something to basically get you by until you save up enough gold to get more room and home expansions. And before we get started on our home design, I wanted to show you where in Kilima Village you can go to get your small room and hallway, which is used in today's speed build. And also I wanted to show you the location for a certain wallpaper that we will be using in today's home design too. Now obviously I already own the wallpaper, but you will find a golden-like chest over here on top of the Phoenix Shrine, and just pick that up and it'll contain the wallpaper used in today's speed build. Also, if you are new to Palia and you need some extra help or guidance just in the game, feel free to go check out my Palia Beginners Tips video. I'll have it linked in the video's description. This video will contain everything I wish I knew when I was just starting my Palia adventure. Anyways, as we get started, I'd appreciate if you'd hit that like, subscribe, and notify button. If you want to see more content like this in the future, it really does help me out. So in today's video, my goal is to basically make a functional kitchen that will be perfect for beginners, but also have a cute little sitting area and a dining location. We will also be decorating a bedroom and a bathroom, so the whole entire house is going to be in today's speed build. Every piece of furniture I'm using today, you can get as a new player. Just make sure you are buying additional recipes from an NPC named Tish. I wanted to make sure that this home was as simple and easy to access as possible, so we are going to be using homestead and ranch furniture. I will also be using makeshift furniture, which can be received by fishing in the game. You can also find rugs and additional makeshift furniture from the sewers, and if you're not sure where the sewers are located, don't worry, on my Palia Beginners video I have it time-stamped with the exact location on where you can find this. This is also the same location where you're going to find any home wall decor that I use in today's video, including picture frames. So my main goal in the harvest house section of this build is to do the kitchen, a sitting area, and a dining location all in one room. The small room with the additional add-on to the harvest house will be our bedroom, and then we'll use the hallway for a little bath. Sadly, the bathroom furniture like the toilet and the actual bathtub can only be purchased in the sewer location as mentioned earlier in this video. So if you do not have money for this, just turn that hallway into a cozy little sitting area. It'll totally work out and be just as cute. Now, just in case you missed my beginner's tip video, to get all of the cookware that you're seeing in today's speed build, like the stove and the prep station, you can get all of this by just cooking in the game and increasing your cooking skill. You'll be able to purchase the recipes to craft these from Reth in town. So make sure you're cooking, even if it's on that campfire, and getting that skill up. Now that I have the main kitchen place and of course the dining area, it's time to just add some really nice details throughout the entire room. I'm going to go ahead and add some details to the kitchen. I'm using a ton of bottle items from the Kilima Inn collection, and also all of my furniture, just like I mentioned earlier, is from the Homestead and Ranch collection. Since the Homestead collection has some yellow tones in it, I thought the flower makeshift planter with the yellow flowers would be a cute addition to this room. I'm going to be detailing with a ton of makeshift items. So of course, since you're a new player, you might not know what these makeshift items are. If there's a certain item that you see throughout today's build, do not be afraid to ask me in the comment section below. I will gladly let you know if it's a makeshift item or not. Anyways, now it's time to do our little sitting area in the main room. Originally, I was really wanting to do a living room extension to this house so I could get like a cute little fireplace set up, but I'm trying to keep this build as realistic as possible because when you're a new player, you really don't have that much gold. Getting a small room and a hallway addition and a fireplace is a lot more easier. Now, on the topic of gold, since we're doing this build today, I might as well tell you what my favorite way to make money in Palia is. Even as a player who has been playing since the closed beta, my favorite way to make money is definitely by mining, because when you mine nodes, you have a chance of dropping star stones. Selling the star stones, which are gem-like items, can get you a lot of money early game, and of course, I love to do hunting and fishing as well. Also, be sure you're focusing on getting that gardening skill up, because once you get all 9 plots, you can start really focusing on planting potatoes and tomatoes. Focusing on gardening those 2 crops and doing my hunting and fishing and mining will make me the most money on Palia, so that's what I do even as a player today. So now I'm going to go ahead and start adding some details into this corner by my dining area. I got the rug from the sewers, which is a makeshift collection, and that's also the same collection for this rug by our green chairs. Also, Also, I wanted to add, as we're decorating today, that it's really great to decorate with bugs and food as a new player, because this is going to help fill up those empty spaces, especially since you won't have access to a lot of furniture collections. You can only decorate with food and bugs if they're star quality, and to know if these are star quality, if you look at the photo icon of the item, it'll have a picture of a little star right next to it. Sadly, we can't decorate with any of the jar-like items that are star quality, but this is a feature that I really hope to see implemented, because I would love to clutter with those in like a pantry or all over my kitchen. So I really hope that in the upcoming year we see this kind of feature added. For the green vines, I went ahead and fast forward this footage, but that's just simply by planting a tree outside. It does take a few tries to give it that vine effect outside, so make sure you're stocking up by cutting down trees and getting the acorn seeds, and basically the tree branches will clip inside, giving the wall almost a vine-like effect. I definitely want to see a real vine-like item be implemented in a future update, because I mean, so many villagers have vines in their actual home, so it's not fair. We definitely need to have real vines too. It would look so much better on the exterior as well, because then your trees aren't obviously clipping into your home. So that's definitely something I hope to see in a future update. Now that we got the main home finally decorated, it's time to start focusing on our bedroom. I wanted to keep this bedroom a little bit more simple than the main room, especially since as a beginner, you're not going to have access to a ton of items. So majority of the decor is mostly makeshift, and then of course we got some items from the sewers. For the window, I decided to do a cute little shelf area. That way you could display even some more bugs or plant clutter if that's your style. I also feel like this would be great for a witchy home design, as you could display maybe some planters on it or little small plants. I feel like this would work really lovely in pretty much any kind of room in your Palia home. I decided to go with an angled bedroom sort of look, because obviously as a beginner, you're not going to have too many resources to craft and focus on a bunch of decor. So doing this angled look makes your bedroom feel a little bit more full and decorated as you continue to grind and add to the build. Behind the little wood partition, I decided to do a small reading nook with some plant clutter. Again, trying to keep this as simple as possible, because a lot of this is a ton of resources that you'll need to craft all of these. If you're planning to basically copy and paste everything on today's video, I would recommend investing in getting a heavy smelter and a heavy sawmill. You can actually access these very early in game. Get those recipes and focus on getting those skills up, because then you'll be able to get a lot of the decor that I'm using today faster, and of course have plenty of resources to craft. Originally for the hallway, I was going to be using a bathroom sort of setup in here, but then I realized the bathtubs and just the bathroom decor in general are really expensive to get in the sewers, so we're going to do something a little bit more beginner friendly in it. I decided to go for a small little reading nook sort of area, and a lot of these items are from the homestead and log collection, and I'm also detailing with some makeshift items too, just like we've been doing throughout the whole entire build today. At this point during the video, I was actually running out of resources, but if I had them, I would have also planted some more trees on the outside just to give it that nice vine look like we did in the main room. I really wanted to have vines in the hallway and also in the bedroom, but even though they don't have those in these rooms, I still think it turned out pretty cute today. Anyways, to add a little bit more detail in this room, I went ahead and added another makeshift rug. Again, you can get all these rugs from the sewers, and then I'm just going to add a few more details with different plant items just to give it a little bit more detail. Anyways, after a few more details, this is how today's beginner cottage turned out. I hope that this house build brings you some Palia inspiration. I'm also considering on doing several other Palia home beginner styles too, because I know not everyone has the same home style. Let me know if you're interested in that type of content in the comment section below. Before today's video ends, I do want to give a huge thank you to all of my channel members. Thank you so much for supporting me as a creator. Just your support in general means the world to me. With that being said, thank you so much for watching and have a horrible day. I'll see you next video.